What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, this is a continuation of the series of videos that I've been doing, and that is my top 5 NBA Finals moments. At number 5, I had Stephen Curry's performance in the 2022 Finals versus the Boston Celtics. And in this video, I got to talk about one of, I feel like, the forgotten, finals performances of the last, 20 years. And that is D.wade versus, the Miami Heat and D.wade, versus the Dallas Mavericks in 2006. And man, let's just talk about what it is for a second, right? Because the Heat, yes, they did have Shaquille O'Neal at the time. They did have a host of other role players at the time. Gary Payton, Jason Williams, Udonis Haslem, James Posey, guys like that. Antoine Walker. And you looked at the Heat as, okay, Shaq was still formidable, right? He was still formidable as a big in the NBA, still an all-star, still an all-time great. But the story of that series was the Dallas Mavericks being the better team, the Dallas Mavericks having Dirk and the up-and-coming, stars that they had on their team, Devin Harris at the time and things like that. They still had a collective of others also. But the bright spot, after going down 0-2. After going down 0-2, D.wade relatively brought that Heat team a championship. He played an unbelievable level of not only basketball, but two-way basketball. I believe he averaged somewhere around 2 steals per game in that series. You seen him doing everything, especially in that game where they were down 0-2. And he just put on an unbelievable performance, scoring somewhere, I believe, around 30 points in the second half. And I look at that performance from D.wade in that NBA Finals, and I say that is why he's a Hall of Famer, correct? I say, when I look at that Heat team, again, they had Shaq, but I don't feel like they were the favorite in that series. The Mavericks had, a better overall, I feel like the Mavericks were better, but D.wade was head and shoulders above everyone else. He's all time in finals scoring, I believe around 24, that's top 20. But we're talking about somebody in that series averaging over 30. This is where he became Flash Wade, en route to his first and only Finals MVP. And I feel like people tend to forget that he was a Finals MVP before LeBron James came to Miami. People tend to forget what type of player D.wade was before the injuries, even though he was even dealing with injuries early on in his career. Coming out of college. And that's the thing. Coming out of college, he really wasn't the story talked about in that 2003 draft. It was LeBron first, dare I say Darko Milicic, Carmelo, Chris Bosh. D.wade was like the forgotten son of that 2003 draft early on. But he was the first one out of that group to see the ultimate team success. I mean, like I said, on that stage, he was the brightest of stars. When you had future Hall of Famers in Dirk, Shaq, guys like that, Gary Payton. Even though, GP wasn't the glove, he was still, out there making plays. So, for me, number 4 on this list, I'm going with D.wade's 2006 performance versus the Dallas Mavericks. And yeah, like I said, thinking back on it, watching the highlights and things like that, it's just he does his performance during that time, rightfully so, deserves a spot nestled in on this list, truthfully speaking, because as I think about the entire list as a whole, putting him right there where after Steph, I feel like that's correct for me anyway. I feel like that's correct for me. I feel like Dwayne Wade deserves kudos, just inducted into the Hall of Fame, but that's not the reason he's here. I feel like he's done more than his share of things, but that one spot in that finals is the one thing that shines brightly to me, shines brightly to me. Like I said, finals MVP, led the series in scoring, and just was having an awesome, just bringing your team back from 0-2 in that situation when you're not the favorite is definitely something that I was amazed to see at the time. And like I said, Dwayne Wade, number 4 on this list, his 2006 performance versus the Dallas Mavericks. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Miami Heat fans, D.wade fans, or if you're just a fan of this list and this channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to the channel. I got 3 more videos like this on the way. So, as always, it's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.